Whether you're buying a house here at Whitefish Mountain Resort or any of the other ski resorts around Montana, there are some things to keep in mind that can affect your purchase and enjoyment of the property. All right, so I climbed all the way up this mountain to give you a better view of Montana. So the least you can do is subscribe to our channel. And when you do, don't forget to hit the little bell and you'll be notified every time we make a new video about Montana. One of the things you have to keep in mind when you're purchasing up here at a ski resort is the type of property you're getting. A lot of times they'll be advertised as a ski in and ski out, but there are a lot of different types of ski in and ski out. As you can see here, these places are true ski in and ski out properties because you can walk right out your back door, put on your skis and get on the trail and get down to the chairlift. If you look at this spot, some of these people, these are also a lot of times advertised as ski in and ski out, but you got to go down the road and cross the road and then you hit a little path. It's an easement between houses to get to that path. So, I mean, technically you can ski in and ski out. There are some others where you're definitely walking a little bit to get to the trail. So just keep that in mind because it will affect the value and how easy it is to access the ski trails from your house. One of the big things here, and I'm sure it's the same at all of the ski resorts, and I talked about it a few videos ago, but the HOAs. Up here there's tons of different HOAs because of all the different little communities or little groups of homes or condos. They all have their own HOA, and where that can be an issue is if you're trying to finance your purchase. A lot of these national banks that aren't used to this type of setup, they won't even finance it. In fact, I've had 2 or 3 deals that I can think of over the years that have totally fallen apart because the financing, the banks wouldn't finance because of the different HOAs. And I'm not sure, I'm not a lender, I'm not sure why exactly that is, but you know, some of the HOAs will take care of maintaining the roads. You know, obviously the HOA will do the common areas, but they all kind of overlap here because of all the different neighborhoods, and that can be a huge factor when you're buying a house with financing. The other thing you want to think about when you're buying up here is how often you're going to use it. The access to some of these resorts, like we were just down at Big Sky, and the access to that one, I mean, once you're there, it's fine, but if you're trying to get there from Bozeman, this road, as you can see, is just, it's a beautiful road, but even in the summer, it's kind of dangerous, and in the winter, you throw some snow and ice on here, and all the people that are trying to get down to Big Sky from Bozeman, it's a nightmare. There's people sliding off the road and accidents on this road all the time. So one of the things to keep in mind, obviously, people are still going to ski up there. Everyone loves Big Sky, but that is one of the things that probably isn't one of the best selling points of Big Sky, is it's quite difficult to get to. Whereas Whitefish, it's right up from town. You're 10 minutes out of downtown Whitefish, and so the road isn't that bad and it's a lot easier to access. And all of the different resorts will have their own set of circumstances as far as how hard it is to get to them in the middle of winter. One of the other things here at Whitefish Mountain, and I'm not sure about the other ski resorts, but just about every neighborhood here, when you sell, there's a 1% transfer fee. So it's 1% of the sales price goes back to the resort for the different infrastructure and fire department they have up here and all of that. And the thing you need to be careful of is there's no stipulation as to who pays it. And if you're paying $1 million or any amount really, it can get expensive when you tack on another 1%. So make sure that your agent knows about that and you figure out who's going to pay it, whether you're going to split it. Sometimes the seller doesn't think they should pay it because they're not getting the benefit anymore. You are. So just be aware of that and check into that. You know, obviously it happens here at Whitefish. I'm not sure about the other resorts, but I'm sure there's some similar situations around. And again, it can add up to quite a bit of money. You really don't want that surprise at the closing table if all of a sudden you weren't aware of this extra 1% and now you got to come up with a big amount of money that you weren't expecting to. One of the other things that a lot of people take advantage of up here is you are allowed here at Whitefish, any of the places up here, you can do short-term rentals or nightly, weekly rentals. So that's a benefit to a lot of people. But if you're thinking of living here full-time, keep in mind that next door there's maybe a different group of people there every weekend. But a lot of people do want short-term rentals, and so they're happy to have that ability up here at the resort. As far as the other resorts around Montana, you'll have to check into that. I'm not positive. I'm guessing it's the same, but beware that there may be some neighborhoods or some places in some of these resorts that don't allow it. So be sure to check into that if you're looking to buy one of these places to use occasionally and then make money while you're not using it. So if you're curious about the prices here at Whitefish Mountain Resort, I can tell you they're cheaper than Big Sky, but they're still pretty expensive. Let me tell you what we have going on here over the past year and currently as far as houses that are for sale. So right now, there are 11 homes for sale up here, and they range in price from $16.9 million for a 7-bedroom, 10-bathroom, 14,000 square foot house, all the way down to $2.2 million for a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 2,900 square foot house. As far as condos that are for sale, right now there are 17 of them, and they range in price from $5.9 million for an 8-bedroom, 12-bathroom condo that's 7,700 square feet, and it goes all the way down to $99,000 for a 1-bedroom, 2-bath, 961 square foot condo. As far as what's sold here over the past year, there's only been 3 homes that have sold, and they range in price from $7 million for a 6-bedroom, 8-bathroom, 6,100 square foot house, all the way down to $2 million for a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,500 square foot house. As far as condos that have sold, there's been 8 of them that sold over the past year, and they ranged in price from $2.3 million for a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,200 square foot condo, down to $235,000 for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 450 square foot condo. So if you're interested in any places up here at Whitefish Mountain or any of the other ski resorts around Montana, let me know and I can get you the details. Thank you.
Thank you for watching our video. Please call, text, or email for more information, and don't forget to watch our other videos about Montana.